got to start with evaluation. Then we help our clients determine, what they want to sell their business for. And then we evaluate their 6 Ps and tell them what to go work on. And then we tell them come back to us.
Perfect. Now, talk us through Exit Rich then.
I just did. Everything I've been talking about is an Exit Rich.
So the
GPS exit model is an Exit Rich.
Yeah.
A lot more detail on the 6 Ps is an Exit Rich. One thing that we haven't talked about is a seller sanity check. When to sell your business. That's a whole chapter in Exit Rich because that's really important. A lot of sellers have what I call seller's remorse. And they don't move forward with the sale of their business because they haven't figured out what they're going to do after the sale of their business. Or a lot of times a client will come to me and say, Michelle, I want to sell my business for $10 million, but their EBIT is $100,000. You're not going to get $10 million if your EBIT is only $100,000.
Yeah.
So I sit down with my clients and really walk them through this process about, number one, how much do you really need? How much do you need a month? How much do you need a year? How long do you think you're going to live? And then, God forbid, when something happens to you, then who's left that the money needs to go to? So I do this exercise with them. Then I ask them, what are you going to do after you sell the business? Because, Alex, if we haven't helped them plan the beginning strategy, they'll never go through with the exit.
Yeah.
I once sold a manufacturing business with a husband and wife, turned down 3 LOIs, letter of intents. 3. And all 3 were good LOIs. They all met their terms and their price. And I kept saying to them, listen, guys, we can't keep doing this. I can't keep bringing you buyers that you're going to turn down for no reason at all. You're turning them down because this is your baby and you haven't gotten comfortable with letting your baby go. So you need to figure out what you're going to do next.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, take a few weeks and then call me back. I'm going to stop marketing for a little bit. And I did. I took the business off the market. They called me back and I said, we figured it out. We want to buy or start a B&B. We've always been passionate about bed and breakfasts, but we kind of forgot about that because, Alex, when business owners are busy running their business and tending to their families, life is busy. It's easy to forget about what you were once passionate about. It's easy to forget what used to get you excited, And so they said, we want to do a B&B. The next LOI I bought them, they took, closed on the deal, and now they're operating a B&B in Vermont.
Brilliant.
I think it's Vermont. Yeah.
Correct. I mean, do you see that mindset of people as well is a key element in how they actually approach
mindset is everything.
Yeah.
Everything. They have to be ready to separate from their baby. Everybody thinks their baby is prettier than it really is. And it's my job to tell you your baby is not as pretty as you think it is. In fact, your baby's ugly. So mindset's huge. And then the other thing I like to do too is take my clients through another exercise where we have them prioritize what's most important to them. So when a buyer buys your business, what's most important? Some will say how much money I walk away with, but a lot of them don't start with that. A lot of them start with, it's real. Number one important thing to me is making sure my employees are taken care of. That's number one. Or they'll say making sure my clients are taken care of. Or making sure the new owner grows my legacy because I know this could be $1 billion company, but I don't have the core competency to run it.
Yeah.
So you really have to identify what those priorities are because if it's taking care of their employees, I'm not going to bring them a buyer that's going to come in and dismantle everything. I'm going to bring them a buyer that's really going to be focused on the team that they built and nurture that. You follow me? So it's really important for us to know those priorities.
Wow. Right. So in your experience over this so many years of doing business and getting to where you are now, I mean, what would you say have been the sort of biggest challenges on your journey, and how have you sort of overcome them to be here?
Well, there's all types of challenges in what I do. One of the biggest challenges was I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana. So in August 2005, there's this little tiny storm called Hurricane Katrina. That was a massive storm. And literally 90% of my clients' businesses went underwater, like literally underwater. So that was a big challenge, to regroup and help all of them. But through that challenge, I learned to diversify. I learned to get into other industries. I have other businesses. I'm not solely reliant on one source. And we're in other states. Another big challenge for us is just sellers in general. I mean, they just are not running a business the way a business should run, and they don't know anything about their financials. And it's very challenging to get financials out of them, to get clean financials, to figure out what the company is really making. And it's challenging because it takes them so much time. I mean, we'll start the process 6 months down the road. We're still waiting on stuff.
Yeah.
So that's our biggest challenges.
And if you flip it the other way, Michelle, what have been your sort of biggest successes that you can share?
Well, I think, writing 3 books is a huge success. Writing 3 books is a big success. Selling over 500 companies. Me personally, in my business, selling over 1,000 companies is a big success. The biggest success of all is just really helping business owners, helping business owners plan their exit, helping business owners build a business that's actually sellable, and really helping business owners retire rich. Because think about it, you got to think about this. So many business owners pour their heart, their soul, their life, their money into growing their business. They've made huge sacrifices along the way. Now, many of them have missed everything from their kids, their soccer games and, kids' plays, etc. And when it's time to cash out and enjoy the fruits of your labor, many of them are going to sell for pennies on the dollar, close their business, or file bankruptcy. And that's really sad when you think about all the energy, efforts they put into it, and all the sacrifices they made along the way. So for me, my biggest success is helping one business owner at a time retire rich.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for that, Michelle. So I guess, having gone through all the tips and bits that you've given us around the exit model, the 6 Ps, and how actually people can think about, the destination from the start before they actually get to do anything. So for you, I guess, if I take you back to that, putting that destination in the phone, take 5-10 years or more, down the line. What is your vision? What does your destination look like?
Oh, for me? Oh, so you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah. What's the vision?
It's like practice what you preach, right? So I do that. I do that. I have other companies that I own. I have a 5-year plan for one of my companies that I'm actually going to sell probably to one of my employees. I have another company that we have a 3-year plan that we want to sell the company for about $20 to $30 million, and we're pretty comfortable we can get there. And then for my M&A firm, that's a little bit different because I love this industry so much. I would probably either, maybe sell it to my employees or stay in it. And my daughter wants to take it over, but she's only 10. But yeah, so, I mean, I do love what I do. I think I will always do it because I think to retire is to expire, but I might not do it at the same level. You know what I mean? But for my other businesses I own, I definitely have a plan mapped out for each one.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, so getting into how people can find you and how they can actually grab their copy of Exit Rich. So talk us through all the places that people can find you.
So I would encourage everybody to go buy Exit Rich. What's wonderful too about Exit Rich, and I don't know if I mentioned this, did I mention that Sharon Lechter is my co-author?
No, yeah.
So Sharon Lechter wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad with Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
She is a New York Times bestselling author 5 times. She has written several books in the Napoleon Hill Foundation, Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
She is a CPA, a financial literacy expert, was the advisor to Obama, financial advisor to Obama, and several other presidents. So her husband is an intellectual property attorney. And what's nice about Exit Rich is after every chapter, she writes a mentoring corner, which she really puts in, advice from her perspective as a financial literacy expert and advisor to several different presidents. So it's full of nuggets. It's full of information. It really, like Steve Forbes said, it's a gold mine for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And so people can go get it right now. They don't have to wait, Alex. We are in the middle of pre-sales. They can go to exitrichbook.com. Make sure they put in book, exitrichbook.com.
Yeah.
And they can buy the book for $24.79. They can get it on Amazon too, but they're going to pay more on Amazon. They can get it for $24.79. And they will receive the digital download immediately. Plus, for anybody in the USA, we will ship the hardcover to their doorstep. Outside the U.S., we'll probably send the Kindle version.
Yeah.
And then they will also, no matter where you live, get the lifetime membership into Exit Rich Book Club. The book club gives you video training of me doing deep dives in different strategies. Plus, it gives you documents. So in business, you have to have documents. So many clients are like, Michelle, I've never seen an employee handbook or an organizational chart or non-compete or businesses that want to sell. Like, well, I don't know what a sample letter of intent looks like or purchase agreement or closing docs. All of these documents are in the Exit Rich Book Club for your review and your immediate download for free. And let me tell you something. That's probably worth about $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 right there for those documents. That's what you would pay your attorney to go create all that stuff. And so they also receive a 30-day membership into Club CEOs, which is a like-minded entrepreneurship group where we do masterminds, hot seats, Q&As, and things of that nature. So exitrichbook.com, go get your copy today. Yeah,
absolutely. I just put the banner up there, exitrichbook.com. So brilliant. I'm sure, for a lot of listeners, just listening to all the experience and the information that you've shared there's a lot of value that they will actually get from working with yourself, because
thank you.
In a lot of situations, people sometimes when they're looking, it's the same when you're looking to sort of get like mentors or coaching or invest in your own personal development. In most cases, the actual return out of that is like 10 times 4 down. So it's good to have experts like yourself to actually help people realize and generate that value, which from your experience there's abundance of that you're offering. So it's great that you came to speak to us today. So thank you very much, Michelle. I wanted to end on a light-hearted note, just to sort of play a little game with you, this and that game, So just without thinking, if I give you 2 words, see which one comes to mind first, in this or that game. So if I said the cat or dog, which one is it?
Dog.
You dog, yeah. Okay. Breakfast or dinner?
Well, I don't really do either one, but I'll say breakfast.
How about a tea or coffee?
Coffee, for sure.
Good.
Gotta have my coffee.
Yeah, and lunch or dinner?
Lunch. Well, no, you know what? No, dinner, because I don't eat lunch. I don't take a lunch. I eat lunch at my desk. I would say dinner.
Yeah.
I think lunch is totally a waste of time. I eat lunch at my desk.
Yeah. How about beach or mountain?
Beach.
Beach, yeah. So
but I do like snow skiing, so I do go to the mountain once a year.
Mountains, yeah. Okay. And a text or a call?
Call. So much more personal. Call.
Personal, yeah. Good. And last but not least, this is probably a big one. Freedom or hope?
Freedom or hope?
Yeah.
Freedom or hope? I would say you need a hope, because even if you have freedom, you still want hope for things. I would say hope.
Yeah, hope. Yeah. Because the hope does carry you, isn't it? It gives you that something to look forward to.
Yeah, because you can have all the freedom in the world and really be poured out of your mind.
Yeah.
I would say hope. Yeah.
Brilliant. So, finally, do you have any sort of last words or last tips for success for people who are looking to exit in their business?
I mean, tips for anyone looking to exit a business: you must buy and read Exit Rich, and make sure you hire an advisor that has sold lots of businesses and has experience in pretty much every single vertical. That would be my tip. If you're a business owner and you're not sure if you want to sell, my biggest advice is for any entrepreneur is don't do it alone. There's strength in numbers. Align yourself with an expert who's been down the road that you want to travel, because your path will be much shorter. If you listen to somebody who's already done it. Don't ever listen to somebody who hasn't done it. So many people ask, questions and advice and opinions from people who have never been down your road before. Don't do that. Just ask experts. Ask people who have done it. And let me tell you something. The more successful somebody is, the more time they have to give you, the more time they have to help you, and the more they want to help you. The more time they have to invest and the more money they have to invest. So find an expert to help you. Don't do it alone. And your network equals your net worth. So if you want to be rich, hang out with rich people. If you want to be successful, hang out with successful people. You want to be broke, hang out with broke people.
Absolutely. And this is a great leverage message, isn't it? When you leverage yourself with people, so you're actually getting that value from the mistakes that they've done before, so you don't have to make those mistakes. But you can also get to do things, faster and quicker without, just by leveraging, experts.
It's all about relational capital, And everybody talks about capital, money, but it's really about relations. It's not always about what you know, but who you know. It's about relational capital. It's about that, because you can talk to, and it's also about proximity. I mean, you can talk to somebody in like in Alex's circle, and Alex just might have a person that can take, somebody from your circle from a millionaire to a billionaire. And so it's just, like I said, your network equals your net worth. And just hang out with like-minded people. Because you got to keep feeding the brain with positive stuff. And
positive stuff, and mindset, and being in the right frame of mind is key.
Right. But, because entrepreneurs, it doesn't matter who the president is, and I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for that. Because here's the deal: you create your own destiny, you create your own economy. You are your own boss. You are the leader of your domain. And the bottom line is, we'll deal with it. You deal with it. We're entrepreneurs. We're solution people. We come up with solutions. So I tell people, don't worry about who's the president right now. Don't worry about that. You can't. Things are out of your control. Don't worry about. Only worry about what you can control. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's been great. Thank you very much, Michelle, for coming along. You've given us, great insights there into, how people can actually start thinking about businesses, even those who are already on the journey and they never actually got to think about how to set up their businesses. They've gotten great content there about, the 6 Ps and how they can actually start even from this point on, to actually turn around their businesses and think about those things that will actually help them. So it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm sure there'll be a lot of feedback and interaction, and hopefully we can get people to actually get the book. I'll be getting the book and getting to read and understand all the to leverage from all the experience that you have to share, which you actually share in the book. And for people and our listeners who will be looking to interact with you as well, we'll direct them to your website, and they can also reach out to you and hopefully grab a lot of value from you. So thank you very much for your time today, Michelle, and I'm sure up very soon and enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah.
Thank you. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you, Alex.
Absolutely. Thanks, Michelle.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.